And we should be live. And you should be plugged into my mic, so the audio quality should be good. Let me scroll up in the chat here. Whoa, I missed so much, man. Hey, Dalmatian. Let's see. Hey, Olga Ramirez, how are you? Hey, Swayze. Hey, Ackley, how are you doing? I think I thought I saw Parker in there. I don't know if he was or not. Yeah, he was. Hey, Parker, how are you doing? All right, so we are out here at the plaza that has Home Depot amongst a lot of other businesses in it. Again, like other plazas that, if you're watching the playlist, I'll talk about it then, that we obviously walked through here, but we really just walked through here. Like we sped run it, you know? We're gonna take a more in-depth look today. It's a pretty good day. I think it's 70s today. Hopefully the quality is all good. I know it's a little bit buggy over here. Not too bad, I don't think, but it was a little bit buggy the original time we came out here. But then again, we started at a different spot and a whole bunch of different circumstances, right? It's colder back then, so it all affects it. So this is right off of Lincolnway. I forgot to clarify this. This is right off of Lincolnway, and I guess you say it Fleischli Pkwy. Fleischli, maybe? Over here on the corner, we have the Down Home Diner, along with an Exxon gas station. Combined into one. I'm pretty sure that you can access both from the inside, of course, which makes sense. Haven't ever tried the Down Home Diner, but I guess it's decent. There is a video on YouTube about it. And I'll zoom in just in case the quality is bugging out on you. Interestingly enough, I think it comes up for like Village Inn or something like that on YouTube if you search it and search for Cheyenne, or I don't know, it's one of the diners that are here in town. Not gonna go too far over here, but I will show off the Big D Exxon sign right over here. Slim Jim Giants. Got 307 for regular and 319 for diesel. And let's take a look on the other side of this sign. Got Bing for 450. And then we got all the truck entries for the gas station for them to fill up gas, along with all the normal car ones. The car ones, of course, at an angle. A little bit unique. Got an air vac over here. You can fill up your tires. 150 for 5 minutes, looks like. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day. So we did start a little bit late. I ended up leaving just a little bit late. I meant to leave like 10 or 15 minutes sooner. Leave home, I mean, and just didn't happen that way, you know. Sped walk out here and got here faster than Google Maps claimed, so that's good, right? So this is a kind of a smaller, but kind of not a smaller plaza. There's quite a few hotels in this area, but there are a couple other businesses as well, including this gas station over here. I think I don't know if it's a truck wash or a truck repair place over here, but there is a place for semi trucks to go over here. I think it's a mechanic. I don't think it's a wash. I mean, I guess they might be able to wash your truck here, but I think it's more of a mechanic for the trucks, except it looks like it's closed right now. Go out here and get a little bit better angle on it. Yep, you can see the doors there. I've seen trucks going in there a lot, many times before. Pretty sunny and bright today, I will say. Hey, Mick Cruz, Mr. Cruz Fever, how are you doing? Let's see, we got the Days Inn Hotel over here on the left. We'll take a look at that further in the stream. So we've got hotels over here to the right, along with this Husky place over here. Get a nice close-up of that sign for you. So I really want to say that this building right here was originally a, which had Suncore on it. I want to say it was originally a restaurant. I'm just not too sure. And there isn't a lot of info about this place. There's a lot of places that you can't find too much online about them. So if you do know, feel free to comment below. But if not, that's all right too. Kind of has that vibe of what a restaurant might look like, but it's obviously not that. It's Suncore Energy Pipeline District office, which as far as I know, it is still there. We'll zoom in again on that so that way you can see it if the quality is rough. I know out here the quality can be rough. Hey, Horror Zoid. Are you okay though? Are you on your account again? What? Oh, asking Ackley. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ackley got... I guess Ackley's account got hacked last time. Whatever was happening, a person came in and started spamming a chat with a random BS. I don't think it's even one of the trolls that hate me either. It's just some random. I like that this place put employee parking on a wheelchair style sign. I'll zoom in for that. You can see that it's kind of a green outline like a wheelchair sign would be. Got Home Depot over to the left. We'll take a closer look at that shortly as well. Walking of dogs prohibited on this property. So you better not be taking them back here on this empty field. They obviously don't even want you there, otherwise they wouldn't have put the fence in, I think. But let's see, what is this road? I forget what this road is. This road has a name. It's a very short road. It's mainly just for the hotels. There's no engraving on the sidewalk, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But you got Candlewood Suites over here on the right. Never been to that hotel, but I have been in this hotel, Holiday Inn Express. One time I went to this one and ended up taking a photo of the Home Depot at night. So I actually do got that photo. I'll have to share it sometime maybe. I did record a new video yesterday. I was going to stream yesterday, but I'm tired of putting off making a new video. So I got that video and we'll be releasing it this weekend probably. Let's see, hopefully going to be going out this weekend and getting more content filmed as well. There's the Holiday Inn Express sign that's nice and tall. So that way the highways and everything can see it. Go a little bit farther over this way. Let's see. Got a bunch of parking for this hotel. This technically isn't part of the Plaza, but I'll include it anyway. Got XPOLogistics on a lot of the trailers over there. Big ol' distribution center, clearly. Come over here and get a shot like this. Then we got another entry to the parking lot for the Candlewood Suites over here. This road pretty much ends right here, although you can definitely tell that a lot of people have driven here all the way to the other road that intersects Lincolnway. Go over here so that way you can see the little path that people have made. People have driven through here so many times. And it's like they obviously, it's not anything saying you can't, and there's only this sign saying road closed. I guess you technically can't, but if they really didn't want you going over there, I think they would have put road closed signs all the way across the street. So it's not like it goes anywhere bad. It just goes to the other side of the fencing over here and allows you to exit on another entry for the parking lots over there. I do find it interesting they have this white line here though. I'll look at the chat here in a minute. It's pretty bright and I have my sunglasses on. Let's see. It's awesome you know him a lot. Yep, I've been watching him since probably early this year, like maybe February or March. I'd have to go through my watch history to remember exactly, but one time I was getting suggested his shorts, and eventually, I think it was like a weekend, I was like, okay, you know what, it keeps suggesting me that video, so I'll do that video. I mean, he's a pretty cool dude overall. Actually got to chat with him for a few in the Discord. And he clearly has his priorities straight, I would say. I love the latest content that he and Dylan have been putting out as well. Doing some awesome collab stuff. Let's see. Go back to the long line. Eventually we will. Like I said, I'm going to Loveland first. Loveland's the top priority right now. I mean, I guess if there's time, maybe Longmont, we'll see, but I'm not going to promise it. Not this weekend. There's, as much as I'd like to revisit the same city over and over and over again, when you only go maybe once a week, if you're lucky, out of town, you kind of got to make the best of what you got, and it doesn't help leaving late in the afternoon, and that's pretty much out of my control, unfortunately. So usually I'm lucky to get 3 videos. Could get 6 if I went earlier, but although 6 is a push depending on how big each place is. I've talked about how it varies so much, about how much it varies with time to record a video in the past. I'll zoom in on this Holiday Inn Express sign. So you got an entry there for that hotel. Over here, the quality might get a little bit sketchy, so I'll zoom in as much as possible on things. And we got this other little hotel. It's kind of tucked away, but if you're on the highway, that's going to be the first thing you see. This one is the Surestay Plus Hotel. Let me zoom in on it. Maybe. There it is. Surestay Plus Hotel by Best Western. They got the main entry there, it looks like. And plenty of parking, but definitely not a ton of people here. Right now, at least. Looks like they might have had a sign over there at one time, but definitely not now. Might try taking a look from the more kind of where you would see it from the highway here in a few. Maybe we can kind of sneak back there, right? There's a field over there between the highway and the fence and the fence along the highway and the store. Jesus Christ, if I could get my words straight. So we got the Home Depot right here, and they got loads of people loading things in to their vehicles. The lumber yard is over here on the right, obviously. And a garden shop is over there on the left. And this is exactly what you see on the thumbnail for today's stream. This store exactly. Definitely a little bit far out for being in town, right? But I've still come here pretty somewhat regularly, I guess. Every now and again. Probably about as often as I go to most of the other hardware stores, honestly. I don't need hardware every day, but I do need it once in a while, so there you go. They did change out that sign. It used to have the Home Depot, and I think it had the Home Improvement Warehouse or something like that on the bottom. You can see in the 2007 Street View in the parking lot, although you can't really read it. Got a van this is interesting. So they got a reserved combat wounded, which I guess you could consider that wheelchair. I don't usually see that and a wheelchair emblem combined, though. Usually it's just one or the other. Looks like they do got plenty of plants out here, which makes sense. It is summertime now, so definitely good to see that. I'll zoom into the nursery for you. Got nursery written up on top. Let's see, I'll get around the corner here and off the road, and then I'll look at chat again and zoom into a couple other signs. Man, they really have a lot of stuff here. I don't remember them having this much set up before. This coming weekend is Memorial Day weekend. There you go. Didn't know the most famous people on TikTok. No idea. I don't use TikTok. I actually found Milad and Dylan both on YouTube, so I was part of their YouTube journey, to say the least, since I'm subscribed to them, but that's it. I used TikTok for a very brief period many years ago, like maybe 2 years ago, I think it was. About the time that it was really starting to be really popular, and I honestly did not like it. It's extremely over addicting almost. Like, addicting isn't the right word. Addicting isn't it. If you're addicted to something, you like and enjoy it usually. And I definitely did not enjoy it, even though I was stuck on the screen. So we got the Exxon sign right there for the highway, along with the restaurant sign. Got Days Inn sign right there. All these are for the highway, obviously, with it considering their position. And then over here, we also got an Outback Steakhouse. Gone here all the time. I've talked about how this is my primary childhood location in my Fort Collins Outback video. Usually it's either this one or Fort Collins, although yeah, I know I live in Cheyenne. I'll zoom into the Outback sign on the other side of the building. I like how they always use that neon look to them. They always do. And it looks so cool when they do. On almost all of them anyway. Almost all of them. When did the Home Depot open? I have no idea. Probably whenever the building was built, which you can check the property assessor. Right now, it looks like it is a little bit calm in the lot for Outback. But, you know what? Numerous days during Corona, I still saw this parking lot get really packed. Like, more packed than it usually would be before Corona. So I don't think you could really say it was a struggling location at all. I don't know how the Fort Collins and Longmont ones were during Corona. I didn't really pass by those, you know. I didn't even go to Longmont at all in the time that I've been on YouTube until I did the first Longmont video, you know. So, well, first 3, I guess. That day I did do 3 videos, I do believe, so. There's the front. Got the on-ramp just beyond the parking lot here, along with the Outback sign that we saw just a few minutes ago. Let's see, I think this is I-25 right here that you can see from here. Beyond that is I-80. We'll come over here, maybe try to loop around a little bit, yeah. What annoys me the most about TikTok is that people are making TikTok look like a party theme. Yeah. I forgot TikTok was a thing. Someone already liked my stream. There you go. Yeah. I usually see people like my streams before they even go live, and same thing with my premieres. They always do. I'm not going to complain at all. So there's there's this fence and there's a back road over here. Maybe we can get a little bit of a different perspective. I think there is another sign for Home Depot back here, so tried to take a look at that. Of course, you got the La Quinta Inn over there and former Village Inn that I filmed in the past and also walked by in previous videos. Depending on how much time we got at the end of the stream, maybe we'll take a peek, since we haven't looked at it in a little while. It's been a good several months, so a couple of months maybe more. I tell you what, the time flies by so fast anymore, it's hard to keep up with everything, you know? Like, god dang, I swear, some of the stuff I've done, it was just yesterday that I did it, and it's actually more like several months ago. It's amazing how fast the time flies, man. It's absolutely amazing. Getting some highway driving in, of course, for me. Getting closer and closer to the point where we'll be in good shape, and I should have a little more capability of going out on different days at different times. So that'll be good when that time comes. I think we're about a month away, so not too much longer. And then the next thing after that, we'll be figuring out a vehicle, right? Yep, so you got Home Depot right here on the back on the building. I'll do a pan of it, maybe. Right, I can't do that very well because of the angle we're at. And then we also got the Home Depot sign on the post over there. That is for the highway. Hey, Big Bucks below. How are you doing? Someone, I read that. Stream told me that if I don't do a stream, he will be through with me. Oh, golly. Extreme is silly sometimes, eh? We all gotta have fun. It's all good. So we'll go back the way we came here in a couple of minutes, maybe after we get past the Home Depot and get a different perspective. I don't know what the hell just hit me in the face, but we'll get around the back of Home Depot and then we'll see about going back. Again, I have no idea how the stream quality is, so hopefully it's at least 360. We're again kind of out there on the edge, you know, out that way there's nothing except maybe a few houses and that's about it. There's, you know, so it's not the best connection out here usually. I'm lucky if it does end up kicking up to be pretty decent, but I'm not usually that lucky this far out. I'm shocked it actually happened in the first Lincolnway stream, the quote-unquote first stream, right? Where we started on the other side of, I think it was I-80 actually. And if you're watching this, then it's probably either the last stream or the stream before that. But if you're watching live, then you're totally confused on what the hell I'm even talking about. There you go. So we won't be able to go all the way across because there is a big drainage area over here. But we'll at least be able to go this far. So there's another perspective of the what is it, what is this? The hotel that's by Best Western, right? I forget the name of it. You can see a sign over there, but it's too far away for me to zoom in and actually get a good shot. There's another little sign over there for Home Depot. Sun is so bright I can't see where the screen is off the top. All right, there we go. We'll go back the way we came. Got the other side of the Home Depot sign over here. And it looks like they're doing some roof work on this building. Got a truck over there with a ladder going all the way up to the top. Hold on, let me scroll back up. I need to go have a serious emergency. All right, Ackley, I appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully everything turns out okay. Hopefully everything's all good. You know, obviously not all good in the moment, but hopefully things get better, right? Sorry to hear that you got an emergency. I love how I use caps. Buy a smart car, says Parker. If Kmart company was still alive, they could have built that in the room. What? Built which thing in the room? I'm confused. Is there a meme I missed? I was asleep for a couple hours when he said that. Oof. Parker says his quality is 240. Who knows? Because like I've talked about this before. There's a quality that gets exported to YouTube, so it might be 360. And then there's the quality that you get depending on how your internet connection is, what phone you have, you know, all the technical stuff, right? So it might actually be in 360 even though it looks 240. And I know when you set this setting, you're going to be able to go all the way up to 720, but that doesn't change what it actually is if you're in a bad area with not good signal. Right? At least for me anyway, on my end, on your end. If it's on your end, you can always go back later and after it's rendered, it'll probably be good. But for me, it's whatever my signal is. And even with a pretty, not too old phone, a couple of years old, right? Maybe 3. Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, it still is not the greatest signal ever in every single place. And also it's going to depend on service, so that will also play a role for how good the quality will end up turning out. Jesus, the wires on this fence are all torn up. It's like a gaping hole that I could easily just go right under if I really wanted to, but I don't see any need to. Once again, got the 2 of the on and off ramps for I-25 right here. I think this is, let's see, this is for northbound I-25, and then there's another on and off ramp thing on the other side of I-25 for southbound. Go ahead, back around Outback. Maybe I'll go on this side since we didn't see that side as well, right? This side of the building anyway. Can't really see through the trees, you know. So over here they do got the takeaway area, or the take out. Sign says takeaway, it's their form of takeout, right? Curbside, whatever one I call it. They were using it quite a bit during Corona. I did see a lot of people lining up during Corona when there were limited capacities for indoor dining. I think they may have even closed off indoor dining for a period, if I'm not mistaken. Got all the spots for DoorDash and Uber Eats. I'll zoom into the takeaway sign real quick. There you go. Really cool neon sign as well. And then over here we got the Days Inn Hotel. Kmart Sears is trying to come back. At least Sears is. Yeah. Hey Finn Haymans, how are you doing? Yeah. Show the Days Inn. Yeah, we're at the Days Inn now. There's an extremely modern Village Inn at Lakewood. Ah, cool. I might have to take a look at that. That one is open, right? Ride the elevator in Days Inn. No, we're not going to Days Inn today. I don't know if they even have a elevator. And even if they did, I'd probably lose connection on a live stream, you know? So over here, I remember a real long time ago, this is how it was. There was a road that went like right here, out there to the main road, instead of having to use this Days Inn entry over here for Outback. It's very different. I think they had this one, but they also had the entry for Outback over here. Fortunately, they tore it out and they made you just start going down this road instead. They changed how this was too. I think this was, I want to say this was more of just a field before. Pretty sure. Let's see, I'll zoom into the Days Inn sign so that way if the quality is bad you can see it hopefully. See, that's the other thing I don't get. If I zoom in, I don't quite understand this. If I zoom into something, if for some reason takes care of the quality issue completely, but if I'm zoomed in all the way, you know, like this, right, you can't see anything, you know? Like we're far away from the hotel over there and you can't really see anything, so I can't really do that. And half the time the YouTube app, if I zoom in slightly, and it'll just want to zoom all the way in, it doesn't even let me go slightly. Sometimes it will, but sometimes it won't, and you just never know. It's kind of an aggravating pain. Of course, got the Days Inn enter sign right here, with the Outback over there in the background. Let's see, where'd it go? There it is. Right over there. Go ahead and go over here. We're at 30 minutes, so we probably could run over to the Village Inn. Why not? We'll see about doing that. Then maybe we'll go a little bit the other way. It's like there's a train stopped on the railroad crossing over here, so you're not going to be crossing that railroad for a little while, I guess. let's see. What's the weather? Is that a Howard Johnson over there? I don't know. I do not know. The weather in Cheyenne. Oh, wait. Hold on. What is the weather in Cheyenne? So weather here is pretty good. It's mostly sunny today. And it was saying a high of 71 yesterday. It was saying 60s around this time that we'd be streaming. So like high 60s. So it's very comfortable without a jacket. I'm even in my shorts. So pretty comfortable day. Here's a view of the Days Inn from over here. So we got the sign on the front as well as the main entry right here. Now the one train has started to move, but this one is not blocking the intersection like the other one. Got an XPOLogistics truck right there. How about that? So we got for sale commercial property, 21,374 square feet, C1. Got Fleischli Pkwy, which is Fleischli, or however you would say it. That's right there. With the West Lincolnway, which is right over here. So this area right here is what's for sale. Right around this area, which is interesting. And I don't know if they'll ever have anything put there, but at least they do maintain grass there, right? Decent lawn, right? Go ahead and over here. So this is West Lincolnway, and again, I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Fleshy? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Fleischli. But you can see the sign up there, maybe. Fleischli Pkwy. There you go. So there's not really an official plaza name that I could find for this, and there's obviously no signs indicating it, so it's kind of Home Depot / Fleischli. I don't know how I'll call it after I get the stream done, but probably be called something along those lines. Film 94 in GA, Georgia. Not even close to Georgia. One of these days we'll go out farther, but not that far yet. We're not that far. Extremely Modern in Lakewood is open. So Village Inn is open there. That's cool to know. Might have to take a peek of that. I haven't visited a Village Inn for eating in a very long time. I need to, again. I might have done it on the Casper trip in 2019. I might have gone there in 2019. I can't remember. Maybe. It's been a minute. I need to go back again. There's a lot of these places I need to go back to again. I haven't been to IHOP or Perkins or really any of those places that have the breakfast stuff in a while, you know? So you can see the Outback just larking back over that way. Pretty high visibility spot right there. You're going to be able to be seen from Lincolnway and from the highway, so I don't anticipate this location closing anytime soon. It'd probably take a really massive hit to the company for that to happen. So seems like Bloomin' Brands overall is doing pretty well, so I really do not anticipate it. But I mean, we did see 3 locations in Colorado close, so, and they were all very recent, like within the last year or so. 93 degrees in, 93 in GA. Okay, gotcha. That's a pretty decent day, actually. A little warm for my taste, not gonna lie, but I'd rather it over a freezing cold winter, I think. Rotate this around for a minute so we cross the ramp. We got Lincolnway back over this way behind me, and we're gonna go along it. Behind me is east, and the direction I'm walking right now is west, if the camera will rotate. There we go, that's west. We got plenty of time left on the counter. I wasn't sure how long it would take to get through there, so I'm not gonna worry too much about going over here for the heck of it. might as well. I want to take a peek at the gas station again anyway, because I might actually do a video, maybe. Considering it. Not gonna lie, considering it. I was thinking of actually doing it the same day I did the Village Inn video over here back last year, but it kind of got sketched out. There's some weird dude, kind of following me around or some weird crap. I like it wasn't even like a security vehicle, so it's like some sort of technician or I don't know. Something like that, you know. I don't remember the details because it's been a hot minute, but I got sketched out, so I left after I got the Village Inn. Panda Express in Tulsa has purple on their building. And hopefully we don't get a fire truck. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Dakota Wolf. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Wait, okay, never mind. I got my head turned around. I totally mistook the, well, it's that word, mistook the concrete over there for where the gas station was, but it's actually still standing. I'm a dummy. Hidden in plain sight, as they say, right? Haven't been over here in a while, so we'll find out what this is all about. There's a new sign in the window that I don't remember being there. So I've done a video on this. We've walked by it once, I think, in this stream. Yeah, once. Well, technically twice, but I think that day the wind was so bad that I just scrapped the stream pretty much, so. I find it very interesting how things keep changing here inside. Even though it's open actually right now. Notice for liquor licenses, someone got it. I want this on camera. The date is Sunday, April 10th of 2016 on that newspaper. And that's what the other said. I've looked at it in the past, but I forgot to get. So someone seems to have gotten this place though, then, since there's a liquor license thing. If that wasn't there, I would probably definitely go in, but because there's probably someone in here, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I can see a little thing there for caulking, so I'm definitely not. They're definitely doing something in there. Let's see if we see anything back here. So it's still got the couple of the facade pieces back here. Boiler room. Nothing in there. What about over here? Nothing in here either. Neither of the trash area things are being used. I mean, I don't see anyone in there. But I don't think we really would need to, even if we did. Then again, there are vehicles parked right out front. There's a truck there that has some sort of table in it, so maybe there is someone here. I don't know. Maybe they're in the back, you know. So yeah, if that sign wasn't there, then yeah, I probably would. But because it's pretty clear that someone seems to have gotten this thing, I'm not going to bother, you know. All right, let me catch up with chat. Who came up with these weird street names? I know, right? Some of the street names just drive me insane. Like, you can't even pronounce them, man. You can't even pronounce them. McDonald's has their breakfast. Go there. Go to the Abandoned Village and Denny's. Yeah, that's where we just were. You know, like I said, the door was open, but, you know, there's a sign on there that clearly states that they applied for a liquor license. That was not there last time. So someone definitely got it, and you know, we saw that device for the caulking stuff, right? So that way you can kind of glue sinks and stuff together, right? It's more of that permanent glue stuff, you know. I wonder if the homeless have been using this for place to stay. That sign was definitely not there before. I cannot see what you guys see. I remember, yep, there's still birds in here. I remember last time there were birds in there, and it scared the crap out of me when I passed by this place before. So again, this is the Phillips 66 Gull wing, right? Batman wing. And no, a lot has changed. Looks like I don't know if this is new or not, but the doors are closed. Oh, no, the doors are closed, but probably someone just closed them for the fun of it. Yeah, these signs were not here before, so they probably are having some homeless stay in here when they probably shouldn't be. That's my bet. Come on. I don't know if it would be worth doing a video here or not. Come on, gimbal. Try this again. There we go. Okay, my gimbal's funny. There we go. Now, I noticed since last time we were here, they also got rid of that car that was sitting in front that had a wheel missing. Pretty sure it was here when we did that last stream, so I guess it's good it's gone, but so sketchy. I don't know if it would be worth a video or not, man. It's a pretty small space, and we have covered it twice now in stream, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. There's not info on it online hardly. I found a little teeny tiny bit, and that was it. Like just a little teeny tiny tidbit on it on a page that has a bunch of these places, and that's all I could find, you know? So we'll head back over this way towards the other side of the Fleischli or when I searched, what am I saying? When I searched how to pronounce it, it says Fleischli, but I don't know if that seems entirely right. Like it looked like it's trying to pronounce it from a different language, so I don't know. Oh, I heard squeaking. It's the freaking light pole. So again, you can see the La Quinta Inn and Village Inn signs there, and there's another one over here. I've showed them numerous times in the past videos and stuff, so. I definitely remember this place being open, though. Definitely remember it. So let's go ahead and go back to the other side of the parkway again and see what we can see over there. There isn't too much to see, but there's a little bit. There's a little bit. Hey, Toads. Do you like squeaky toys? I don't know. Mixed feelings, I guess. I mean, I've mentioned it before, and if you've ever joined a stream where I'm at home, you almost certainly have heard them bark. We do got dogs, and they do have squeaky toys, so I don't know. I guess if there's one I particularly like, it's that stupid pig that'll make a really loud, really just honking almost sound. It's freaking loud, man. Like, we don't have one in our house, but one of my relatives does have that specific toy. Oh man, it always leads to hilarious chaos when you squeak it. See what's up with the trains, maybe, yeah. Let's see, it looks like the other train on the other side of the tracks is gone, but now this one seems to be blocking the intersection, so we'll take a look at that. So is the Village Inn becoming a liquor store? Not necessarily. It could be anything. You know, Outback sells liquor. They need a liquor license to sell liquor. And so, granted, I guess here the normal stores don't sell liquor. Stores in Colorado, like Walmart, King Soopers, and all the others, they all sell liquor down there. So they have to have liquor licenses. So it could be anyone or anything. The hope is that it's something good that is going to do well there, right? Maybe something local, maybe something bigger that maybe they won't destroy the facade, right? It's good that it's finally seeing something being done, I guess. And who knows, maybe they're just doing some repairs on it, right? Maybe there's a leak or something in there and they want to repair it. But then again, would that sign be there? Probably not. So it's probably something taking over. I'll have to do some research and see if I can find anything about it. I wish I could have filmed it back when it still had the green roof. They repainted it sometime, decent time after the Village Inn had closed. And I regret not filming it at that time. But then again, I don't think I was even on YouTube for, well, not on retail anyway, yet. I think I was still doing gaming back then. Let's see. A bar, a restaurant. Go to Mexico, seriously. Yeah. One of these days it'd be cool, deal. One of these days. If I had unlimited money, I'd go there tomorrow, but I don't have unlimited money, so I'm not that lucky. Well, to be fair, I guess no one's that lucky, right, to have unlimited, literally unlimited, but, you know, there are some obvious people out there that do have a lot of money, right? More than they probably know what to do with. Not that many people are that lucky, so, you know. It's mostly poor or rich, not so much of the middle, right? The middle is kind of diminished over time, so that's where we're at. Let's see, what does this population sign say over here? I don't know if you guys can read it, but it looks like it says 59,000 on there, so that's an older sign that definitely needs some updating sometime. Last I checked, we're over 64K and on our way to 65K here in Cheyenne, so. Oh, this train is starting to move again. I wonder if they're dropping stuff off somewhere along here. I wonder if that's why it keeps stopping. Because this one has started and stopped and started and stopped since the time I was getting my gimbal set up for today. Mitka, how did I see this? Mitka Deegan, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Tan in Norford, how are you doing? Hopefully you all are having a really good afternoon today. Nice summer day. I know school's kind of getting close for a lot of you, and for some of you, it's even out if you're a senior in a high school or something like that. So congrats, of course, to all the grads of 2021, right? Congrats to all of you who are graduating. I mean, even Malad was in college because he talked about how he had a scholarship and he ultimately did graduate. So that was super cool to see. Savage to do what he did. Like I remember my graduation, they're kind of telling all of us to not have our phones really at all. But then it's like, well, if you're gonna kind of want to film it, so I have a few Savage moments where I actually did do that kind of thing where I jumped up and recorded, but. For the most part, I left the filming to everyone else between someone I had in stands and also the media class for that school. Obviously, they were recording the senior stuff. And then seniors, that want to have that memory in their hand, right, they can always rewatch all that stuff. The whole thing is in there, so. And I got one too. It's a good stuff. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Bojangles Jackson III. Welcome to the chat. Back at it again with excellent content. I appreciate it. Yep, we are grinding out, trying to get back into the gears with filming and get more content. If the Thornton trip had gone as planned, I would have had 2 extra videos, but that's not the way that things were meant to be that time. So hopefully getting at least a couple more videos this weekend, and got another video from yesterday that will be coming soon. Super hyped for that. Depending on how things go, maybe a couple more videos. We'll see for this weekend. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers that it doesn't end up going to complete flip again. It shouldn't, but it could, so I'm crossing my fingers anyway. Knock on wood, right? I think I saw someone say, let me look. Do you miss Blockbuster? Overall, I would say so. I definitely remember going to my local Blockbuster here in Cheyenne. That was in the Cole Shopping Center a few times. I was pretty young, so I can't remember too much of it, but I do just very subtly remember it, and with all the photos of it after it closed, yeah, I remember it pretty well overall, I would say. It helps bring back those memories, just being able to see it closed. So, yeah, I would say I miss it. So, the train is moving again, so whatever happened or whatever they were doing, they're done now. This trek is interesting too because there's no train horn on it. There is no train horn. They didn't used to be that way, but they added in that median and changed it to be no horn. I guess too many people complained. I disagree with that choice though, because a horn could be the difference between someone getting off the tracks and not getting off the tracks a lot of times, right? Maybe someone didn't see the railroad crossing lights go down. Maybe they're on their phone, right? Maybe they stopped there. Maybe there's someone that gets stuck on the tracks if they're in the car. So a horn might actually save a life, you know? So I don't completely agree with that choice, but then I guess you would kind of get tired of it after a while if you're over here. But then again, based on what I've heard from all my retail buddies and who work at grocery stores and stuff, you know, they have the radio playing 24/7, and it's usually about 5 or 10 songs that end up being the same, right? Played on repeat. And they end up eventually being able to tune it out. So I don't know if it works the same way with the train horns. Like, I feel like it would. I feel like you could eventually just kind of tune it out. But I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Got the Tyrrell Doyle Collision Center over here. What is this building? I don't know if this is abandoned or what. I don't know. TMEMS, 1700 Cutler Road. So yeah, this is Cutler Road. And there's another name for the road that we saw from over here. I guess we'll go all the way up to where we can see it. There's another name for the road over here that people have kind of carved from over where those hotels are. And of course, we got the logistics building over here. Yeah, this is definitely XPOLogistics. I can see the sign from here. Obviously, we won't be going in there, but we'll kind of get up close because there is that little road, so that way we can see it from this angle. Police, looks like a government vehicle. Interesting. More of a federal police vehicle then. I don't know if it was I don't know if it got caught on camera or not, but interesting. Haven't ever seen that kind of vehicle exactly. I've seen somewhat similar, I guess. The museum here, there'd often be a couple of state police vehicles that are quite a bit different style. They were more of a light gray instead of being a highway patrol's black or something like that, right? I remember those always being parked at the museum in the past years, so like they'd be kind of parked behind the museum that's over near the Capitol building. I'll read more chat here in a second. Get on the concrete here. Subway Mod. Subway Malad. I got Pfizer yesterday. That's good. Good to hear that. I've heard that 50% or so of the U.S. adults have at least one dose of the vaccine. So that's overall good to hear, I would say. Some might consider that controversial for me to say that, but hell with it. If I say I just farted, there's going to be someone who says the fact that I just said that is Frick, the word that I just said. Controversial. So yeah, there's this little dirt road again from this side. See, they don't even have signs over here saying don't go this way. So it's like, it's kind of that borderline area, you know. Since we were in the plaza, I was like, no, I'm not going to walk all the way over here since we're going to walk over here anyway. But, you know, it's like if they really didn't want you going that way, I think they would have blocked it off more. I really think they would have. And who knows, maybe they have plans of one day connecting it up, or maybe they made it that way so they could connect it up, right? And they just haven't yet. Maybe they haven't because this is all the logistics area, you know? So who knows? Keep love the videos, keep them coming. I appreciate it. From the abandoned wild game entertainment along my, that's another place I have no idea where it is. So I'd appreciate it if you could link it on the form. That is in the description, the request form. The train is moving for one. Let's see, Adoring Exploring. How are you doing, Adoring Exploring? Says it does live by a train. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this area is next to a train, but you know, this is mostly only like restaurants and other businesses. It's not like an actual like area with homes, you know. I think there are a couple homes on the other side of the track, but they're still a little ways away, so it's probably not going to be that bad, I would feel like. But then again, I for personal reasons, I'm not going to go into detail about it because I don't need to give away my location. I'll leave it at that. There's something I could say, but I'm not willing to risk it. It would be enough that you probably could figure out, and I don't need that detail. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, let's see. God dang, it's bright and my son are. Let's see. Like the Taco Bell house in Fort Collins. Yeah, I know, it's so cool. Sorry if I'm butchering this name. Zanzibar product reviews and music. Scottsbluff is the best. Welcome to the chat. Scottsbluff is overall pretty cool. For it being a smaller place, yeah, definitely. I'd rather Scottsbluff over a lot of the other smaller towns just because there's definitely more to do. And we got one engine locomotive just going down the rails. I don't see that too often, so there you go. I forget which YouTuber says this, but live action, as they say, right? It's one of the bigger train YouTubers in the community. I forget which one, and I can't remember the names of the two big ones that I'm thinking of. So if you do know, comment it below. I feel bad because I gotta go here, but all right, that's all right. I appreciate you stopping and Adoring Exploring. Anytime is always appreciated. The light is changing again. I think one of these days it wouldn't hurt to go down Cutler Rd. Or, well, I guess it's Southwest Drive on that side, but I think it wouldn't hurt to one day go down this road. Not right now, but one of these days, I think it would be cool. There's not a lot to see, but there is a tiny bit of retail and definitely some houses out that way. See, you know, there are houses quite a ways out there, but it's closer to where College Drive is and all that. It's not like it's really close to the railroad, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the horns are loud enough that you can hear them that far, but I don't know. Mixed thoughts, I guess. Mixed thoughts. You can get from Scottsbluff to Gering is it Gering or Gering? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, in 10 minutes. Yeah, see, that actually is a little cool thing. I do gotta give Scottsbluff credit for that because they're literally how do I want to say this? Butted up against two other cities pretty much, right? There's the Gering, there's Scottsbluff, and there's one other that I can't think of the name right now. They're all bunched up nice together, so it's actually quite a bit bigger than just Scottsbluff, you know. It's kind of like almost a Cheyenne version of Denver in a way. I think I added it up in the past and it came out to like 44,000 in population. So it's actually not that far from Cheyenne's size overall. And there's definitely some cool places in Scottsbluff I want to film eventually that I haven't filmed. Need to get back out to Nebraska again. Loveland's coming first because one of the places I'm filming is probably not going to be standing much longer. It's probably going to be demolished within a couple of months. It wouldn't surprise me anyway. As long as everything goes correctly with the plans that they had wanted to build a new place there, it's probably going to get demolished. So, you know, that's going to be priority first. Thornton needs a little bit of priority because I don't want a repeat of what happened on the last day. So there's a bus stop. Here's Lincolnway. We're right in here. Right in this area right there. A little bit farther actually. It's right here. As far as I know, again, the buses still aren't going normal. There's only the curb to curb that's mainly targeted for the older people who absolutely need a bus. So I find it very shocking that Cheyenne doesn't have buses running, considering that pretty much every city, at least on the northern end of Colorado, has buses running, and they were running all the way through Corona. Casper had buses running normally when I went up there last year, so I don't entirely understand why they do that here. Like, they don't run the normal routes. I don't entirely understand. I mean, I appreciate it if it's out of safety, but you know, it doesn't make too much sense to me why they would not do it here, especially here when, you know, Cheyenne's one of the places that didn't have hardly any restrictions. There was a mask mandate for a while in Laramie County, but it wasn't even enforced. So, aside from what little enforcement the stores did, which usually wasn't much. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense based on how the other parts of the city operate. It doesn't make sense based on things of Colorado, where they had restrictions long before anywhere in Wyoming did, and much stricter restrictions. So, granted, Colorado overall is a bigger state still. You know, like bigger with population. We'll get over here in the shade and chill for a few and chat. So I don't know. I guess mixed thoughts on how and why they did that, but I would be intrigued to hear their perspective on it, because I haven't heard their perspective. It would be wrong for me to call them out when I don't even know their perspective. It'd be nice to understand it. Get over here and try and find a spot where there's not sticks everywhere. Maybe right here. Yeah, right around here, I think. There's sticky things here, though, from the spruce. Maybe here. Here, it's not so bad. There we go. Real small town in between that has only a gas station. Okay, I gotcha. I've eaten at Village Inn in Longmont. Go to Longmont after Loveland. There's a commercial about Oma office space, and the voice sounds like Eddie Lambert. Does Cheyenne have Dutch Bros coffee? No, they do not. Oh, my hand is killing me. Oh, it's nice to put my hand down sometimes. Carrying the gimbal itself is not too heavy, but when you have most of the weight shifted towards the top of the gimbal, and you're trying to, the ground is uneven here. When the most of the weight is up top, like it is, it ends up kind of hurting your wrist after a while, and ends up making weird noise and stuff sometimes when you move it after setting it down. Jesus, this thing's starting to do the same thing the other gimbal did. It is kind of the handle. I can't show you guys, but the handle ends up rubbing on my vest right here, like around this area. It kind of rubs and ends up kind of ripping the handle off. Just noticed that. Cheyenne does not have a Dutch Bros coffee, though. If the gimbal would stay standing. Come on, gimbal. Not that way. Alright, we'll do this. We'll cheat. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Got it. Let's see, did I miss other comments? I think I missed other comments. Yeah, I generally don't give my age out. I might or might not have said screw it in the last stream, but I generally like to keep it private. Scrolling through the chat, scrolling through the chat, scrolling through the chat, scrolling through the chat. So I can't remember if I said this. The Days Inn looks like a former Suburban. I don't know if this was something else before or not. I have no idea. I can't remember. If it was, it might have been before my time. I don't remember when it was built either, for that matter. I missed a comment saying, where are you walking right now? So I have no idea where that was. Probably in the Plaza, based on the other comments. My quality changed to 480p earlier, says Parker. Yeah, like, see, that's why I'm saying the quality shifts all the time. Let's see. I'm from there. I lived there till I was 25 in 2011, then moved to Miami and been in Florida since. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Florida overall seems like a decent place for weather, I gotta say. It does seem like a decent place for weather. It's generally not drought-like it is up here in Wyoming or even Nebraska. Granted, I know Scottsbluff will have some really nasty storms. I've heard they get some, there's some really nasty, like golf ball sized hail up there sometimes, you know. Pretty crazy. I mean, I guess we've gotten it here too, but it's usually out on the west or east ends of town, so. What were you doing when we got that tornado watch Sunday? Was there one? Embarrassingly enough, I don't remember seeing that. Let's see. What was I doing Sunday? Crap, I can't even remember what I was doing. I could look at my calendar, but I don't want to leave YouTube. If I leave YouTube, you get the Circle of Death, and I refuse to give Circle of Death. Loveland, Colorado has a black-eyed pea, and now it had a black-eyed pea, and now it's Buffalo Wild Wings. That's an interesting twist. Yeah, I know black-eyed peas seem pretty widespread. At least they used to be. Not so much anymore, I guess. But I know Fort Collins had a black-eyed peas that was located over by the Michaels and all that. TJ Maxx. Blizzards in July. I won't miss that. So are you saying it even snowed in July? Wow. I've heard it used to snow in July here in Cheyenne area. I've heard it used to do that all the time in the day, but not anymore. Nowadays, we're lucky if we even get a rainstorm in the summer, usually. Like, we'll have a little bit of a rainy season for late spring, early summer, like we always do, and then that'll be it, you know. I know there have been some pretty dang nasty storms. I mean, I've seen how the parking lots up there will sometimes even get a little bit flooded out. I love the Kmart too. It's like there's pictures of this too. They take boats over there. Some of the people up there would take boats over to the Kmart parking lot because there'd be a whole pool of water right out front where it kind of dips down, and they'd end up just having fun there. So unique that is a possibility there, though. That's something you wouldn't get anywhere else. And I got little tiny ants crawling on my hand. Hopefully not on my legs now too. I don't need ants all over me. At least it looks like sugar ants, so it's not so bad. It wasn't too bad for length though. Was longer than I expected, you know. Yeah, there's ants all over here. I'm gonna stand up. Shake off my pants. Trying to get any ants that might have gone on me off. I think for the most part they were on my body at least. Looked like, I don't know if they were carpenter or sugar. It's pretty close. They were small enough they could have been sugar, but they were black still, so it kind of could have gone either way. Let's tighten my thing up there. There we go. Level gimbal. There we go. See, yep, got Lincolnway right out here to my left. Days Inn over here that you can't see. Now you can. Hey, VW. Do you find this fencing thing here interesting? It's been here for as long as I can remember, probably since the Plaza area over here was built. Wouldn't surprise me seeing how some of it's pretty rotted out and warped. Very different. I mean, I think it's more for Decker than it's meant to be a fence. Because you could easily slip through that, you know. It's easy. It would be easier to slip through this than a wire thing, you know. And I'm stuck on the word you know now. I feel like that. I can't remember the dude's name, but I think he's the principal in South Park. I feel like him when I say you know. It's aggravating, but looks like some of the fence has fallen down over time. Definitely broken off at the bottoms, it looks like. So some of the fence is falling apart. So that definitely tells you how old it is, I'd say. Of course, got some parking over here for trucks to pull up and just relax as well. I think they added it in a little later years, having some of the longer parking spots out here. But of course, all the lines have kind of faded away, so it's not even really parking spots anymore. It's just an empty lot almost. I think the lot was here a real long time ago, but they just, they shifted in how they did the lines. I don't know, you could still see them a little bit. Yeah, you can still see some of the lines. Got a Cisco trailer there, a Cisco truck on the other side of this trailer, and a Cisco trailer, or Cisco truck here as well. Yeah, this fence here has seen some better days. Pretty rough shape. Huh. Odd that they have a couple of dollies here can walk to it. I don't know what the point is with that. Then it kind of ends here and switches to the wire fence that I was talking about. But just like the wire fence by the Sears and Thornton, there's tons of holes in it, so it's like, what in the world are they even really wanting to stop animals? Which I guess that would be a good thing, but I don't know. Maybe to discourage people going cross country, I don't know. There you go. This isn't barbed wire on this one. I have seen cases where it does end up being barbed wire, but this one does not look like barbed wire. No, it's definitely not. Definitely not. In fact, you want over by on Ridge Road, where it kind of meets up with Dell Range, there's a bike path out there. There's a whole section of land that most of the fencing uses the normal wire lines like this, but there's a couple spots that have this wooden patch, and those do have barbed wire fence on it. Barbed wire definitely would not be a fun thing to toy with, at least not with bare hands, right? Easy to cut yourself up. Walk around just a touch more and then we'll see about wrapping up. Let's see. So where are we on? Today is what? I don't even remember anymore. Tuesday, so there will probably be maybe one more stream this week. We'll see. It depends on how things go with planning for other videos and streams. Well, mainly videos. I got to plan out like maybe one or two more other videos just in case Loveland does end up being a bust. I made that mistake when I went to Thornton. I only planned out 2 videos, kind of because I was on limited time. But you know what? There was one other thing that I probably could have filmed, but I didn't have any plans. So I was like, well, screw it, because I can always come back later. It probably won't be sold by then, right? It only had like really recently closed, like just late last year. So, you know, probably won't disappear overnight, you know. So I'm gonna see about doing that, so that way if the worst case happens, I got something else, you know. And then we'll see about doing some some more streams in the coming weeks as well. And hopefully getting back on schedule with videos coming out on Sundays. There will be one this Sunday. Like I said earlier in the stream, I was able to get out and film a new video. It's an update on an older place that got a bit of a remodel, so it'll be kind of a surprise for you. If you were in this stream that I'm talking about, then you know what video it is, but otherwise you'll see it soon enough. It'll be coming this Sunday most likely, maybe Monday, but probably Sunday. And then we'll go from there for streaming and all that good stuff. It'll be a good time. It's cool to wander around here again and take a little bit closer look. Yeah, like I said last time, and even early in the stream, we did take way more in-depth look into this stream, right? We went all the way around the backs of buildings, you know? Like that's something in a normal walk I just can't do. Longmont needs a human being. Yeah, there you go. I guess that's what's opening over at the, either the space, as far as I know, they're going to demolish both the, not Godfathers. Crap, I can't remember it. The name always slips my mind. The name used to stick in my head, but it always slips my mind. Like I can visualize the sign over there that's on Lincolnway and Converse, the corner of it. Poor Richards, right? Yeah, Poor Richards, I think it is. So whether it's Poor Richards or Pizza Hut, I don't know what they'll do for Culver's and Human Being Coffee. I think that was going in there. I don't know which one's going where, but they are supposed to put those in there eventually. They were gutting both recently. Looks like I might be able to maybe work out a video. It looks like they got the gutting part done, and it looks kind of empty right now, so I might actually have a chance of getting it. So maybe, we'll see. Maybe I'll try to do an update video there. Maybe. We'll see. And that, I think that's about it. Honestly can't wait for 2K. It's going to be a fun thing to do that. I'm still stumped on whether to go Montana or Utah. Granted, Utah won the poll, technically. I still have everyone requesting places in Montana instead of Utah. And it's like, well, what do people actually want? So I'm still debating on whether I do another poll where I just have Montana and Utah, or if I make the executive choice, I don't know. I'm still debating on it. I don't know the best choice there. Let me know your thoughts, I guess, in the comments. And we'll be live again soon. Maybe hopefully later this week, depending on how planning goes, like I said. If not, then it will be next week for sure. And of course, video on Sunday. So I'll be super hyped for that and hope to see you guys soon. Parker says do a biking stream. Maybe eventually we'll be able to get into the biking streams. I've looked into it a little bit. It's a pain in the freaking neck to do it with a normal biking stream. Just grab a random old bike. It's a pain in the neck. So I don't know how I'll do it yet. We'll have to wait and see. Season 2 will come first. Whatever I do in Season 2, probably the main road thing that I was talking about before, sticking to one road. But yeah, this is a fun stream. I appreciate everyone who did stop by. And we'll hopefully see you guys on Sunday. If not, maybe in one of the next live streams. And peace out. Hey, Red. Red Gamer popped in right at the end. All right, peace out, peeps.